Placements, I want to start there, down 8%, which was pretty significantly outside of pre-report expectations. New World screwworm, what about grass pasture conditions? Are those two things that are maybe contributing to what we're seeing in terms of the placements?
I think that is, depending upon where you are, I think each one has its own impact. So, and I'll just use, if you're in an area that was in drought, if you remember last year, a lot of places were kind of in drought or having a prolonged drought or might be getting ready to come out of drought. So there was no need to keep holding on to calves from that standpoint. So we saw a lot of, placements last year, whereas this year, a lot of folks have rain or have had it rain, and a lot of folks have grass and forage available. And so, if they think about, where they want to be and in terms of pricing, whether it's the fall run or, positioning themselves for that, they could be, from a management standpoint, making that decision, saying it's better to just hang on and let's use the grass that we got and let's see what happens to prices. And I think if you're also more towards the border, I think that's where we see New World screwworm coming and having an impact. We know that historically the last 2 quarters of the year is when we bring in a lot of those cattle from Mexico. But that's still, that doesn't mean that we don't bring any in the first 2 quarters of the year, the first half of the year. And I think some of that, the border being shut down or, closing off that supply out of Mexico, I think is somewhat what we're seeing there in terms of impacting that lower placement number.